So on a special demand, we are doing a live webinar, so there will be more details towards the end of this video. But before that, I'm going to stick towards the topic of this video, which is, do the UK employers favor the local or the British candidates over the international students? And now this question is very natural to rise in your brain. Let's say if you've got William, which is a local candidate, and there's another one, let's say Sham, Ram, whatever it is, and there's an international candidate, right, who is applying to a specific UK employer in order to get a job. Now, in order for this international candidate to get a job, he needs a skilled worker visa, he needs a work visa sponsorship, whereas a local candidate doesn't need that kind of work visa sponsorship. He can straight away go ahead and work with that UK employer. So it's a very natural question to rise in your brain, okay, well, in this kind of situation, will I be able to find a job for myself or not after finishing my master's degree in the UK? So let me just break this down for you and make this very much simpler. So first of all, let me just clarify that do you need that kind of a work visa sponsorship or not? So my kind of opinion over here is like right now, like after the launch of this post-study work visa in 2022, you don't need that kind of sponsorship, because the post-study work visa kind of gives you an advantage that you can work unsponsored for 2 years. So once you'll be doing the job application for that specific UK employer, they'll be asking you, do you need a visa sponsorship? A lot of students would put it yes, and that's what they were thinking, okay, well, I've put it yes, I need a sponsorship, that's why they're not calling me for the interview. But my opinion would be that if this is happening with you, then straight away put it no, because you're still being honest to them, because you have got post-study work visa and you can work unsponsored with them. With this, you will be kind of taking out that barrier that whether I'm not getting the interview because it's of visa or it is something else. Okay, so once you put in no, let's say after that you're not getting the job interview, then we can come to a conclusion that something is related to your specific application which is not right. Now what that can be, now see, I'm doing a lot of one-to-one consultation these days, and I talk to, like, on daily basis, I talk to at least 4 to 5 students on day-to-day basis, and a lot of queries I get is that, okay, well, I'm doing my master's now, I need to get I'm doing my job applications, but I'm not getting a job interview, what to do next? And they sometimes they bring up this thing that whether there's favoritism for a local candidate over the international candidate. Now let me just be very clear, you need to work on your job application. My next thing to them is, please can you show me your CV and the cover letter? So this is done on Zoom call, one-to-one consultations. So they bring up their CV and the cover letter, and it's not in a good shape, it's not in the UK format style, it doesn't reflect the skills and the skills which are required for that specific job. So my suggestion over here is that focus inwards, focus on yourself, don't think about the external thing, don't think about the competition. So make sure that your job application is to the best level possible. You need to have a good CV which is like in a UK format style. I mean, like, there's lots of things which I want to share in terms of the CV and the cover letter. But again, for that, you need to book a one-to-one consultation. I can't do it for free because, like, you know, I've got my full-time job. I'm doing this YouTube thing already, which is anyways for free of cost. We're doing live webinars. We're doing a lot of stuff which is going on. I've got my own personal hobbies to do. So I don't have any free time. So what you can do is you can book a one-to-one call with me. Basically, you can book my calendar. Basically, if it is like tomorrow, just book it tomorrow at what time it is. So with that, you'll be having a 101% call with me on the Zoom call, one-to-one video chat, and that's the time when I can resolve your one-to-one any doubts and any questions which you have got. So make sure to utilize that time. And also, like, you can also take my consultation on the CV and the cover letter, because, you know, my CV has been checked with my professor, with the PhD students. Even I've got the now skilled worker visa, like I've got that job as well. So I've got loads of experience which I can share with you. I've got university experience. They've shared some slides with me. So I've got some resources to share with you. So feel free to book that consultation if you're in that kind of a situation where you're not able to kind of crack the job interview, or you need a sponsored job. What's the strategy? I'm happy to share that. So I guess you will appreciate that CV and the cover letter is really important for your job application. This is one of the most important things. Now the second thing which I want to talk about is that your marks in your degree. Now see, like, when you come here for a master's degree, it's for 1 year, and you have to make sure that you at least get a distinction. That's something which I've been telling to a lot of people, like whoever come, you need to at least aim for getting 70% in your degree, and it is not something which is unachievable in the UK. So for my particular degree, I ranked first and I got 90% overall. So it's all about putting your efforts, having a good time management schedule, having a good strategy put in your brain. So once you're applying, once you've got the worker visa, you need to think about how will you be managing your time. So well, I've got 1 year of masters. Okay, should I start making CV and cover letter before coming here? Once I come here, should I check it with my professor? So I've got my CV and cover letter ready in the first semester. Then in my second semester, like I'll start applying for the jobs, and by the end of second semester I'll be getting the job. So this is kind of a time management which you need to do, and you really need to focus on getting good marks in your degree, and as I said, you at least a distinction, because this will really increase your chance in order to get the job which you've applied with an UK employer. And the other thing is that now the work experience is really important. Now this is where a lot of people kind of lack as well. Now let's say if it is William, who was a local candidate, as I mentioned in the start of the video. Now in their undergraduate degree, so I've done undergraduate degree in here, so I've got the experience. So these guys, they do loads of internship, they do loads of like placements. Okay, so this is the advantage which they have got, that they've already got the industrial experience plus their degree once they graduate. Whereas some of the international applicants, what they do is they do their BSc, they never do the work placements, nothing like that. They're just in a flow. They do their BSc, then straight away they come for the masters. So basically don't have that industrial experience at all. You don't even have done one particular internship. So in that case, this is going to be really kind of difficult for you. It will be really challenging for you to get that job, because now William, he has already done this kind of he has got the industrial experience. So the UK employer is going to give this guy preference, not based upon racial or anything like that. It's just based upon that he has got that industrial experience, whereas you haven't got that. The other thing which you can do in order to enhance your job profile is that also do some kind of certification and the courses. There are lots of Cambridge University courses which are available free of cost, Harvard University courses, this website called Coursera, which are free of cost. You can also attend webinars. For example, now I'm doing my study abroad webinar, which I'm going to talk about now. You need to attend these kind of webinars. This is a time where you can develop yourself professionally, you can network with the people. Networking is really important. So let me just share some detail about my webinar as well. So here I'll be presenting my own work, and also there will be two guest speakers. So one of them, he's already got the tier 2 work visa. So he started as a student and he's got a tier 2 work visa. So he'll be giving a presentation for about 5 to 6 minutes. Then there will be another guest. He has done his BSc ComputerScience, and now he has got job in Germany. Also, he'll be sharing his experience for 5 to 6 minutes. Then it will be me myself who will be giving a talk for 10 minutes on the main topic, which would be that how to have a successful student life journey, where I'll be sharing with you that how you can start as a student, get a worker visa, and how you can get the PR. So this will be the main talk, this will be the main theme, and then the last 10 to 15 minutes will be a Q&A session for the audience itself. So you can ask any of queries with the three of us which will be present. So this is a detail for the webinar. There will be more details in the description box, and also you need to register for this particular webinar. So and there are limited slots. There aren't like huge slots, it's limited slots. So make sure you reserve your slot as soon as possible, otherwise you're going to regret this amazing opportunity. So this webinar is going to be worth it, so make sure that you've registered yourself, as there are only limited slots available. The link will be mentioned in the pinned comment, or also it will be in the description box. There will also be more details as well that will be connecting on the Zoom. The link will be sent out to you, so everything will be there, okay, in the description or in the pinned comment. So with this, I hope this video was helpful, and I'll see you in my next video. Cheers, bye bye.